really well today. My name is Tony. You're watching Coffee Bean. This is a live stream. So if your dogs bark, computers boop, bop, and beep, y'all are in my home office. So today I really wanted to share something with you. I'm super excited. DiFluid went ahead and reached out to me and asked me to do a review. So this is not, there's no money that's exchanged hands or that. They just sent me over the unit so I could do a review for y'all. And y'all super excited. This is really cool. This is a very advanced, smart, basically coffee scale. It connects with two things: your cell phone, your iPad, and I have my iPad somewhere, and I can show you guys later on. But it's just really awesome. Then it also connects with basically your reflect. Man, I cannot say it. Refractometer. Oh my goodness. Y'all, it's the morning and I haven't had any coffee whatsoever. So I thought this would be time to do a pour over. Use a V60. I haven't done a 60 in quite some time. I had to knock the dust off of my my V60 because I'm always pouring or uh, you know uh, something like an AeroPress. I was gonna get the app out and show you guys too. So this is really cool. I'm gonna tell you this right now. This device is awesome. If you are a owner, if you are a person who is just like really like a barista, a coffee professional, or you just are a geek like me, this is a really cool thing. I do like to get very budget items, but I'm honest with you. For scales, it is a good value, but it's about 150, for the scale. So it is one of those things where this is kind of what I like to call leveling up the playing field. It's kind of like that next advanced level. There's just no other way to say it. I think your scale is the most important thing. I do have a lot of great scales. One I recently just got was from MHW3 Bomber. This one typically about $30 to $40 on Amazon. Everything you see here, I do have an Amazon storefront. And anytime you go to those links, we do get a little bit of commission for that to help support the channel. Price doesn't change for you in any way, shape, or form. My wife has a really cool Amazon storefront where she uses for her channel, and I use for my channel. My wife has a YouTube channel as well. But yeah, here is the app I have it on my iPad, and what's really just super cool is you can go ahead. This thing will literally check the flow rate of when you're doing your pour overs. It creates this log. It's so in depth. Like I said, you could hook the refractometer. Man, I cannot speak today. You could hook these other devices up, and wow, oh my goodness, y'all, I better I'm in interest mode. I better get some coffee. Man, I am like fumbling over my words. Goodness. Coffee much, por favor? Let me go ahead and activate the skull. So this is completely digital. It does connect via Bluetooth. I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, I'm going to do a pour over with my with y'all here. But it's just really cool. There's just no way to say it. If you're looking for bells and whistles, this is bells and whistles. It is waterproof. It comes with this beautiful matte. I'm so fumbling on my words today. They even protector for the surface area right here. This thing is so sensitive, and I love that. It's down to a tenth of a gram, but it's so fast. There's no other way to say it. Just to show y'all, this is my MHW3 Bomber scale, and they're at 63 grams. And you see how that came up. And then let's go ahead and do this one. 63.2, 63.1. And it's super fast. There's no other way to say it. So this really is, if you were looking for, if you're a data-driven person, log of your espresso or your pour-overs, this is the one to get. There's just no other way to say it. This is the most impressive scale I've ever had. I'm going to tell you that right now. And anybody who watches my channel, I'm going to tell you something right now. But you can't tell anybody. It's a secret. Okay, shh. I'm pretty cheap. I like to find things at a great value. So I really am always looking for something that's super affordable. This is, like I said, more of you are a pro, you want to take things to the next level, you're going to be data logging what you're doing, and there's not anything wrong with it. I've always kind of jokingly said, I am an espresso geek, not an espresso snob. I can't afford to be one, and that's the truth, y'all. I definitely can't. But it, again, are in a cafe that, and you're that person, and that's a good thing. This is the way to go. I'm so impressed. Let me go ahead and just get some beans out and about. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm down to the last portion of these Sigfredo beans here. This is in the medium roast events. And I'm gonna do about 20 grams, and we're gonna do this as a pour over. And I think this is gonna be the last of this bag, so that's why I'm kind of doing it here. Check this out. How fast that is. So fast. And then it's measuring out your pour rate too. I mean, that's the crazy part. It's taking that data. It's pretty interesting. On the app, you can literally measure out, I think it's even like measures out, the sensors are how it's hitting the surface area. Oh, goodness gracious. Dropping beans already. Okay. That was 21. 21. Yeah, it's pretty close to 21 right there. I'm going to stick with 21. That sounds good to me. Okay. And let's get to grinding. Of course, I'm going to set my grinder to be more of the pour over style. I'm getting out of my espresso range. I'm actually going to be kind of keeping it a little fine. I'm going to hit more like a mocha pot style. Let's go ahead and bring this over here. So I'm using my Shandor grinder, and I had mentioned this before, and I don't know if I mentioned it on one of my live streams. I'm so excited. This week, I am getting a new system that I'm getting for review. Heavy's actually sending out a new all-in-one system. Oh. Man, I have not been off my gas in so long. I'm like starting up my grinder, and I don't eat my beans in there. Man, I am a poster child for somebody needs coffee. Man, I was goofing around, but I'm not. Oh, man. I don't know what time it is in your time in Florida. I'm East Coast time. So, goodness gracious. It's already too late in the day not to have coffee. There we go. I think I cleared it all out. I probably should have, yeah, I should have done that. I should have zeroed that out anyway. I'm going to use my new tool. Isn't that awesome? Love this thing. So cool. And this is just to make sure everything's nice and fluffy. I mean, this isn't espresso, but, you know, I don't want any clumps. Okay. I'm loving this new 3 Bomber lightning tool. Okay, let's go ahead and get our hot water. I'm using my Casa Brews 4700 right over here for the hot water. Okay. And let's go with the tall boy here. Let's see. Okay. And I am using V60 paper. This is the non-bleached, basically, natural paper. And I do love it. It's been pretty good stuff. I don't make a lot of V60s and pour-overs. I really love my espresso, and I really love a big, giant throw-over. That's my daily poison of choice, so to speak. You know, that's what I love. I'm folding this over. And I will go ahead and wet this a tiny bit. Let's just get a little bit of water here. Okay. Let that run through just a tiny bit here. Let's see. We'll get everything zeroed out. Yeah, this is super cool. There's just no other way to say it. And I cannot wait to get the next device in here that pairs with it. Okay, let's go ahead and even out the bed a tiny bit. Okay, and that was 23 grams. All right, cool. Hey guys, I haven't said it on this now, but also remember to like and subscribe. I know that's something you always hear all YouTubers say. I really appreciate the support. Got a lot of subscribers lately. I've been very blessed. I've had a lot of companies reach out to me with reviews for their machines. MHW3 has really been a great sponsor of the channel. I really love what they'll do. There's just no other way to say it. I am definitely a fanboy of their stuff, and I don't mind saying that. So I've been super happy about that. I purchased this, and as soon as I found out it was coming out, but there have been a couple things that reached out to me before to do reviews on. Hybrid reached out to me to do the review on this great espresso machine, but I am so stoked for Gevy's reaching out to me that the machine I'm going to get later on this week is an all-in-one machine. It's an automatic, a semi-automatic, and hey Tom, how's it going, man? And the cool thing about it is, it has the grinder, budget grinder. This has been really, really great. I've had to do a lot of messing around with it a bit though to make sure keep it nice and clean. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some more. But this one has a built-in grinder, 58 millimeter portafilter. A lot of the companies that are making value budget-minded espresso machines are using blocks. It says boiler, but I have a feeling it is a thermal block. So I'm very excited to kind of see what it's in there. It has pre-infusion. This machine is pretty cool. It's priced really, really well. Like there's no other way to say it. So one of the reasons why I'm excited to have it is because this is going to be a machine that I think a lot of folks are going to be able to afford, but it's going to give them a lot for their money. So I dig that. There's no other way to say it. So I'm stoked. That will be later on this week. I'm going to do an unboxing, full review, get in the coffee corner. So I'm totally stoked. I cannot wait to get that machine. And a big thank you to Gevy. Yeah, they make some great stuff. I've been very happy with them. We've used one of their ice makers before. It's been really good. Hey, you guys, tell me your secrets to a good pour over. That's what I want to know. What's your secrets to a good pour over? Yeah, that's the $1,000,000 question. There's a lot of different ways out there. There's so many YouTube videos. Lance Hedrick has made some great videos. James has made some amazing videos. I know that Gevy actually has this really cool pour over like super system that came out a few years ago. I was just watching Lance's video on that, and James I think did a video on it. There's some great stuff. Pretty cool. I like a pour over, but I'm gonna tell you my favorite way to brew coffee outside of espresso is my AeroPress. My AeroPress and me, it's like a kid's book. I've taken this thing on trips. I've flown across the country, New York, Texas, California, Arizona, with this thing in my pocket. I'm sure TSA is like, what the junk is that? This guy had a big giant metal grinder with it. Yes, I travel with my coffee machine. All right, guys. This is counting the weight of each of these. I know that Time War has another rule system, and I know that MH Bomber has a really cool one for scales and stuff. But yeah, that's so cool. I got to get to the point where I'm starting to log my stuff. I haven't done it yet, I got to admit. I don't log my shots, but I might get to that point. uh, Oh, that's awesome, Tom. Yeah, your AeroPress gets used daily. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I love my AeroPress. My kiddo too. Teenager 17, he's into it. So here is, I can't be a coffee heathen. Let me get it stirred up a little tiny bit here. Come on now. So raised in a barn. All right, let's give it a little stir. Give this a taste. Again, this is my first cup of the day. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Oh man, that is delicious. That is so chocolatey. Wow. That is so good. Oh my goodness. It makes a great espresso. Wonderful pour over. I actually think this is a better pour over, these particular beans, an espresso even. Oh man, that is good. Wow. That's good stuff. That is really delicious. There's just no other way to say it. That's money right there. That's a good shot. Let's go ahead, for good measure. Let's make some espresso. So I'm going to use it for the espresso Larry number 17. This is a great brand, and this is a very good value when it comes to espresso. The prices are really great on Amazon. This is one of my go-to staples. I have a big jug of the inside the R2. I call that my house recipe. Half of it is this, and half of it is another other secret brands I won't mention. But one of the things I really love about this dark roast is this one. Let's go ahead and do about, I'd say about 18 at least. I got my 4-shot with me for the 51 millimeter. They get a lot of their beans from Central America. It's Nicaragua, Peru, and Honduras. So it's the honey process from Honduras, and I love the honey process. Oh man, that is just delicioso. Such a fan. My wife always tells me I like all the ones from Central America. I am Native and Mexican American, and yes, they're a little bit different. So I really am partial to my beans from Middle Central America, all that good stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So and then I'm going to go and use my MH Bomber scale up top. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead, put these in the grinder. And I'm going to lower this just a tiny bit, of course, because I have it for the pour over. Take it to, let's say about a 5. Okay. All right. Let me grab. And we'll actually, you know what? Might as well measure this out. That's what I really love about the big over here is that it could fit the portafilter very easy. That's really great. That's a one big plus to having a big scale. I did earlier try to put the scale in my high brew, and it's a little too big for it. Here, let's get a little more. And yes, it might be a big hopper, but I only single dose. Single dosing is the way I roll. 17.5. Oh, yeah. I think there might be a little retention in there on this one. Now, I'm out. All right. I don't think it's going to make too big of a difference there. But let's check that out. Yeah, 18. That's a little bit more where I was thinking. Yeah, I really love the AeroPress. I actually just reached out to AeroPress too. They have a couple new things coming out, and I'm seeing if I can a unit for review. So I'm actually hoping, and if not, I'll just buy. But I am trying to get a review unit from them. They have that new Go setup they just did. Came out into last year, but I think they have some new stuff in the works. Yeah, I really love this. Alrighty. Okay. Let's go and get this cup over here. There we go. And puck screen. Okay. And because this is the only cup I have, let's use this one. All right, time for some espresso. Okay. I'm going to do a double shot. This thing is normally pretty fast at getting nice and hot. All right. There we go. It's getting towards the end, so not gonna be a ton of crema on this one. The beans are, these are not like there isn't a rotate or something like that. So I'm at 30. I'm gonna go a little bit more here, and I'm gonna stop it. There we go. Let's just do. There we go. That's about a 40, 41. All right, cool. Yeah, I have been loving this MH3 bomber scale a lot just because of its size. When you're working with a lot of budget style, espresso machines, it's nice to have one that gets kind of in the small spots. There's just no other way to say it. I am so thankful that DiFluid went ahead and sent this, or DiFluid. Again, I keep saying their name wrong too. I'm telling you, I'm getting better. The more coffee I have, the better I'm getting. Salute. Let's try this out. Oh man, I love that finish on that coffee. Like I mentioned, you could taste the Honduras honey in there a bit. Definitely on the back end. So really good, nice and bright. This one has more acid to it. That's a good shot. Y'all, I'm super stoked. Again, thankful for them sending this out to me as a review unit. I think it's really cool. I cannot wait until I get the next device that's coming any day that partners with this. So, if you don't know what I, man, I cannot to it, but I cannot say this word. Refractometer. It's basically a light sensor, and what it does is it goes to water and it really tries to find out how much yummy liquid from those espresso beans you're extracting. Basically, the potency of your extraction. So in a way, it's kind of like it's a robot telling you, "Hey, is your coffee good or not?" Devices like that typically cost. I think the industry standard one, I forget the name of it off the top of my head. It's like $1,100 or more. Actually, I think it's a little bit more. This in about 200. So it is not a budget thing. I normally, like I say, I like to share a lot of budget tools. I really do believe in making sure that you kind of jump into making good coffee and you enjoy it in your home. That you don't wait like me for years and years and years to buy something. But this is one of those things where I was happy to do the review on it. I'm happy to do the review on this because this is kind of one of those you're leveling up your game. You are working a cafe and you're a barista. So I'm super excited, very honored that they reached out to me. So pretty cool stuff, y'all. I definitely appreciate you hanging. Again, my name's Tony. You're watching Faith and Coffee Bean. With everything going in the world today, and as weird as the world is, everyone, it's always good just to make some coffee and chill out. Love on your family. enjoy life. And those in China, Happy New Year. I know that was it today or the other day? It was the New Year, Chinese New Year. And either way, Happy New Year, buddy. This is 2025. I feel like we're in the future, but every time I say that, I don't know if that's just me getting old. Older. Can't use that word old. Hope y'all have a good one. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and have a blessed day, okay? Thank you.